G'day, Starlo here, and welcome to another huge episode of the Fishing Hub. And don't forget that you can ask us questions or make comments, and we'll try and answer them as we go through the show tonight. We've got fantastic segments from Robbie fishing and Shroom tonight, and we're going back to Thailand because there was a lot of interest in the segment that we had a few weeks back about catching monster fish in those fishing parks in Thailand. Well, we go to a different one tonight and we catch different species of fish, and they're absolute monsters. Look, the theme of tonight's program is big fish, and that can mean lots of different things. It can mean catching a big specimen of a species that doesn't normally grow that big, or it can involve just catching a really huge fish. I was actually lucky enough during this week to catch the biggest luderick or blackfish that I've ever caught in the estuary using weed, float and a long fine rod and a centre pin reel. Have a quick look at this. Down again. Got him. Oh yeah. That's a good fish too. Oh, that's so much fun. Oh, he's running this one. He's a good fish. So strong. Just pulsing away down there in the current. Got to let him run when he wants to. Just got to take him really easy with the little hook and the fine leader. I've only got a 4-pound leader on here, so you can't pull too hard. Oh, he's a beast, an absolute beast. Oh, that is a big blackfish. I don't think I've caught a whole lot bigger than that. I'm not going to say PB, but best for the year so far, put it that way. And I've got him. Oh, yes. Oh, that is one serious blackfish. Wait until you see this thing out of the net. I don't think I can fit him all in frame for you. It's a male and it's actually milting. They're spawning at this time of the year. I'm a little bit excited because that is one heck of a luderick or blackfish. Luderick, luderick, blackfish, whatever you want to call them. Gorella tricuspidata is the scientific name. Ah! That's part of a clip that I'm putting together for a YouTube how-to on catching blackfish using that kind of gear. If you're interested in that sort of thing, make sure you jump onto my Starlo Gets Real YouTube channel. And of course, also make sure that you're across the other YouTube channels from our other presenters. Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures, we've got Shroom Fishing, we've got Robbie Fishing, and they're all involved again tonight. But first up tonight, we're going back into the archives again 20 odd years ago to catch up with Rex and myself fishing on that famous sand cay up off Cape Don in the Northern Territory, where you saw us catch those massive barracuda. Well, we went back a few years later and Rex managed to get himself connected to something even bigger. Have a look at this.
Quite amazing, really. The birds are the eyes of the sea. And if you look at these seabirds, you'll get an indication of what's going on. The last day or two, there've been really dead periods where the birds have just been sitting like white statues on the rocks around Cape Don here in northern Australia. This morning, the birds are hovering, the fish are starting to jump. I got a good feeling there might be a good day ahead, folks. Well, that was a nice little fish that Lynn got. A lot of the folk, if you take a lot of notice of the show, you'll see she just had a little light spinning outfit. I've got a heavier spinning outfit. Lynn's using 4 kilo and having an absolute ball, and that's great for kids and mums and dads who are just starting off, particularly, you know, if they're a little bit small or frail in the strength area. But for the guys who want to really get into a bit of sport fishing, a 6 kilo outfit like I've got can handle anything from these small GTs right up to the big species of pelagics that inhabit these magnificent northern waters. We're getting this sort of bait here now because we're going to need plenty of chopped up bait later on. As this tide gets down, we're going to be burling up on that particular end of Rex's Cay. And the old grunting noise of that trevally says he's not over happy. So I'll put him over here in our container. And I tell you what, as I said before, I reckon it might happen today. Hit 'em up, move 'em out. Rollin', 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 keep movin', movin', movin'. Though they're disapprovin', keep them doggies movin' right. I tell you what, folks, they're just like a herd of cattle or a flock of sheep. These 3 little trevally have been trapped here by a very, very high tide. The highest of the actual 28-day cycle here in the top end. And what they're doing? They're sticking together because there's safety in numbers. Up there, it's like the old Western movie. The buzzards are starting to circle and they haven't got good vibes at all. But they'll stick together and they'll fight till the end. Hoo, 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 hoo. Boom, 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 boom. Absolutely fantastic nature, isn't it? For a first run.
He really went, didn't he?
Did he look at you or did he look at me? Hey? Did you get a look at him?
I did. He's a big shark. I'm going by the fin, maybe a hammerhead, but I wouldn't put money on it yet.
Well, those followers of our show would remember our first 2 sorties here. One with Steve 4.5 years ago, almost to the day, when I hit a big barracuda on the nose with a rattling spot, and we saw the mother of all sharks out there, and that had a big dorsal fin, a big hammer, wasn't it?
Boy, he's got some line out.
He has got some line out, folks. While we're here, it's just over here we got Noel and Jackie and Mike, who are my crew, to get the underwater camera going. The boys here, Roscoe and Johnny, keep on feeding little bits of bait down the trail. Bushy and Buffalo over in the mangroves catching trevally, long toms, barracuda. As quick as we can get them here, set up a trail. Before the tide turned, all the guts and muck behind us just sort of stayed in the one area, and then Stephen said, look, this tide's turned. Just behind there where Noel's going to pan around and see those little waves coming in. That's where some sort of wash, Stephen, and that's the secret, wasn't it, to get it down the trail?
The tide finally started to run and it took all that burley that had accumulated there in the eddy and washed it out there, and instantly it was smorgasbord time.
Well, what we're doing, I'm just going forward here, and then what I can do is lay back on the shark. There's a lot of stretch in this monofilament. A lot of you people now using fire line and spider wire and that new fang-dangled stuff from the States and also from Australia, but this got a lot of stretch in it, this line. Now this is a serious big shark. This is better than going to the gym, being a macho man.
Now, do you think you're getting him back in, Rex?
Yeah,
I'm just swimming this way for a look.
Oh, he's just swimming, but look, mate, I can tell you now, Stephen, and the folks right around the globe, I ain't got him, mate. He's got us. And I tell you what, World Championship Wrestling might be the go on pay TV in Australia here at the moment, but you might see World Tag Team Fishing here, because I don't know how, I tell you what, I'm approaching half a century. That's my age. He's approaching half a century in stone. No, I just didn't mean that, mate. I was only being serious. Oh, this is great stuff. This is wild. I notice the birds now, we've moved away up there, have started to come in, and my wife Lynn was just collecting some seashells because she knows I like shells, because she sells shells by the seashore, and she's pointed out some lovely nests up there. So if we actually survive this without having a heart attack or a stroke, we might go up. But did you notice those birds have come in and they're now very territorial about their nest?
Yeah.
I thought you'd like that.
Amazing, isn't it?
Just can't believe the enthusiasm by that man. All he thinks about is fish. He thinks fishing 24 hours a day.
I was thinking we might be able to make an omelette with the eggs, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And that'll be it, folks. The human incinerator thinking about his comic cuts. I tell you what, take him to the opera and he eats all the popcorn. Unbelievable. Here, look at this. Oh, look at the size of that shark. Got Rowdy Yates here from Rawhide. Look at that.
You bring him in, I'll rope him for you, Rex.
Look at him up there.
Look at
Oh,
Look at the size of him,
It's a
Rex.
hammer, isn't it?
He's a big hammer.
Big hammer.
He's going to take off in a minute, Rex. He's not ready for us yet, I don't think. Look at that shark. He's going to go, Rex.
You idiot.
I didn't like the way he looked at me.
You idiot. I think I speak to 20 million people. You idiot. Kids, you don't do this in the bath. He's a beautiful shark, isn't he? Isn't he lovely?
He's looking at us, Rex. Keep him coming. That's beautiful, Rex. That's beautiful.
You idiot! You absolute idiot! Oh, you idiot!
I got him, Rex. I got him.
You fool!
I got him, Rex. Come on down.
Come on down. Hold on to this.
Just watch his jaws. I got his tail.
Easy.
Cut the wire and we'll send him on his way.
Oh, what a beautiful,
Look at the teeth.
beautiful fish. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. How you going there, Stephen?
Yeah,
With
I'm
your wire
right, mate.
cutters?
See if you can cut through that wire.
Oh, gee whiz, you beautiful, beautiful thing.
Can you get through it, mate?
No, I can't.
Here, these might do it better. Just a bit cautious of those teeth. I did it.
Oh, beautiful. Well, there you are, folks. That's nature at its very, very best. You've got the eyes sticking out of his noggin here. Got this magnificent dorsal fin. I tell you what, mate. Don't do that with any kind of sharks, folks. I tell you what. Water. Isn't he just sensational?
Get him back in the water. Watch yourself, Rex. He's ready to go. He's still caught up in that. That's it. Just on your way, mate. No, on your way. This way.
Come on, mate. Off you go. Off you go, pal. Off you go. Come on. Come on, mate. No, this way. You come with me. I'll show you the way. I'll lead you to the promised land. Part the sea. And yibbida yibbida, mate. You get on with it. That's it. Come on. You get on with it. Off you go, mate. You're free. You're free.
He's alright.
You're free, son. Look at that.
Let's put it there.
Adelaide have won the grand final. Brisbane have rung the rugby. I tell you what, folks. What do you think about that?
We won the shark wrestling, I think, mate.
I tell you one thing for sure is that Lynn will be booking me in for early morning sessions at the gym. This is Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures. Why did they want to call it adventures?
What a way to kick off the show, guys. Big fish theme, big hammerhead shark with Rex and Starlo. And by gosh, at the end of that clip there, Rex was saying something on repeat for pretty much the last third of that clip. And I must agree, because as Starlo came running in and grabbing that shark, I was thinking, where's that lasso? Where was that implement that was supposed to sort that situation out? Luckily, nothing happened there. But as you guys know, with big fish comes big danger at times. You know, Rex using the overhead gear, using monofilament, and mentioning that these days people are now starting to use braid like Fireline and Spiderway. I think that was the other one he mentioned. And that's what's going to happen in this next clip, guys. I'm going to be fishing for kingfish, a fish that potentially could grow big. Now, we got some nice sized ones. They weren't monsters, but we were using the spin gear and using braid. Undergunned, unfortunately, because I was supposed to be chasing, you know, your yellowfin brim down in Sydney, and yeah, by golly, this was a moment. This was a moment that I'll never forget, because I encountered a period where every time the fish picked up my lure, I was just gobsmacked at the power of these fish. Now, these, like I said, these fish can grow so much bigger than the ones that I encountered in this clip. So I can't imagine what would happen when and if I ever come into contact with one of those full-sized adults. But anyway, guys, this is set in the beautiful Sydney Harbour Parramatta system in Sydney. And if you like hearing the drag scream, well, you're going to love this next bit here. So sit back, kick back, grab a drink, and if you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit the like button before we head to the next segment right now. Oh, geez, I need a drink myself.
Oh no, I missed all the action. Oh no, I missed all the action. I'm onto the king, guys. Again, I must have fluffed up the hook up. What's going on? But if I got the hook up, then I must have missed about a minute of the fight. Oh no, don't go that way, please. Don't go that way. He's on the top. He's still green, but I'm applying so much pressure on the brim gear. I know the limits of my gear. There he is. Oh no, not there, not there. Yes, go left, please. Oh, did I just feel a rock? Oh, did I feel a rock? Ooh, there he is. You're not illegal. He's on the top. I'm keeping him up. I know my line shouldn't be compromised. Well, even if I miss that hook up, I think this is pretty good. There he is, he's coming in. He's coming in. Gee, what's going on there? Oh, I pulled the hook right at the end. Oh, pulled it. Hey, that's alright, guys. Look at that. Yeah, oh well, guys. Fish got away this time. We'll get him next time. What's that? Is that another king? No, I don't. Is it? Oh jeez. Look at where it's running. Oh my god. Just right up against the bank. What the hell? Oh, I pulled it. That was a king, guys. Oh well, I can't put it together. Oh no. Can only get the hook up separately for landing the fish. What's this? He's holding his ground. It feels like I'm rubbing against something. That's not good. Yeah, it is. I'm rubbing against something, guys. It's not a good sign. Next run and he's gone. I'd say so. Yeah, I think that's gone, guys. Might not be on the fish anymore. Yeah. Oh, you came off. Oh jeez, my line's so compromised. It's so compromised. You guys saw that, right? Oh jeez. Okay. Well, that limits how much pressure I can put on him now if I really want to land it. Alright, well, we'll just continue like this and hope for the best. There's not much really I could do. With ring gear, I mean, you gotta understand that. Oh, buddy. Oh no. He's down another rock, I think. Alright, let's quickly gain back some distance. I wonder where I was rubbing. I could lose this at any moment. Just rubbing for a good, what, I don't know how long that was. Oh look, there's a fiddler right below me. Some kind of ray. Come on, king. Yeah, these guys can go forever. Alright, he's holding his ground. He's probably going to go for another run. And I'll have to oblige. I'll just have to take it if he goes for another run. I want to run to the left, of course, not to the right. Okay, I'm going to put a little more pressure. He's so far to the right. That's no good. There he is on the surface. There he is. He just popped his head up. But that's so sketchy over there. That's where he got me on those rocks, so I'm not too fond of the right. On the left there's plenty of rocks too, but I've got more meters for him to go on the left. And the tide should be, oh look at that, there he is, he's a king, there he is, he's tired. He is tired. He is tired. I just need to turn his. Oh, gotta let him run. Yep. When he stops, I'm just gonna swing him into the rock wall, and hopefully I can just hold him there. I don't want to rush him too much, but at the same time, when he's tired, you take. Look at that. Come on, leader, hold up, please. Let him run, let him run, let him run. Let him run. Yeah. He's running to the shallows. Oh, he doesn't like the look of that. He didn't like the look of that wall. He did not. Hey, there's a little section here. I could just probably swing him in here. Shouldn't have touched the camera there. Oh, that's so risky. Look along the side of that rock. Woo! Oh no! Takes skill. I've got to use my eyes to watch those rocks. Oh, he's not ready. How can he not be ready? I can't force him in. My lead is compromised. It's probably easier to just hold him against this wall because it just suddenly comes up. Whereas, it doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. Alright, there he is. He's there. I don't know if I can get him. I gotta make this quick. Alright, yes. Oh, I'm holding him lightly. I just want him to have no leverage. Scaling this rock wall. If I fall in the water, whatever. Yes, there we go. Woo! Oh, guys, look at that. Oh, I think I earned this fish today. Not bad, guys. So on the Z-Man grub, oh sorry, not on Z-Man grub, on the Z-Man slim swims, you can see right there, 116 head. Oh, perfect hookup. He's rubbed me somewhere. I'm gonna have to check the leader. Oh, jeez, that is a solid hookup. Oh, look at that. Did you hear that pop? Alright guys, let's get him back in the water. Now, I don't want to... Alright, kingfish, off you go, mate. Oh, there he goes. Alright guys, I'm a bit of a mess right now, but hey, that adrenaline is pumping. And it feels good. Can't believe I landed that. And yeah, I forgot to show you guys the lure. Now that's a Z-Man Slim Swims with a 116 head. I use this for bream. If you guys watch my other videos, shiny gold and silver glitter interdispersed in the material, and I like that. Well, we got the one. That's what matters. We got one of those kings, and it was a nice one. Can't complain. Wow. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. So if you like what you see, give us a like on the video, drop a comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you next time.
Thanks, Shroom, and well done on that kingfish. I honestly wouldn't know a kingfish if it popped up in my soup. I've never caught one. Being that I live 4 hours inland, I rarely get to go saltwater fishing. I love it when I do go, but I don't do it often enough. But that looks like a lot of fun, and there certainly was some tense moments. Speaking of tense, I went to the doctor the other day and I said, "Doctor, yesterday morning I woke up feeling like a teepee, and this morning I woke up feeling like a wigwam." The doctor says, "You're too tense, Robbie." Anyway, here in northeast Victoria, when we think of hard-fighting big fish, the first thing that comes to mind is European carp. Love them or hate them, the European carp are one of the hardest fighting fish here in freshwater in northeast Victoria. Murray Cod grow much bigger, but they're not really known for their hard fighting capabilities. Sure, the really big ones will give you a bit of a tow around and put up a good fight, but pound for pound, it's hard to go past the European carp, especially if you're using light gear. Now in this video, I was using 4-pound line and I hooked an absolute monster, and as my friend Brett Corker would say, I ended up in a hell of a mess.
Here's rod number 1 going in. It's a paternoster rig, the sinker on the bottom, the loop up the top with a hook. Small hook, bunch of worms, bombs away. Now I've got something here this week that I didn't have here last week, and it's something I don't like. Can you guess what it is? It's wind. It's very windy today. Oh, I was on the phone to Loretta and I just said, gotta go. So I'm sorry folks, I've missed the hookup. This rod hasn't had a nibble. That one there, it's caught that one fish and had a couple of nibbles. This one's had nothing. And I was just on the phone to Loretta, and all of a sudden what just went boom. Didn't even bounce, it just pulled down really slow and stayed down, and I said, gotta go. This is epically big. The land of the giants. If I land this fish, that will be 4 big fat spawning carp that I've taken out of this one spot. That's if I land him. I've got to get that far first. I'm only using 4-pound line here. You can tell just by the sound of the swirl that, oh no, he's got me other line. Look at the big bite I'm getting on this other rod. No, I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon untangling line here. That is so uncool. Oh no. I'm so sorry I missed the hookup, folks. I was on the phone to Loretta.
Oh, look at this one, jeez. Oh, he's way down there now. Geez, I might be kicking myself for forgetting my tape measure. I haven't even got my hand saw that I used to measure my fish with last time I was here. I reckon this one feels a lot bigger than that. I reckon the iometer put that last one at about 50 centimetres. Insane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the carp brain. Whoa, 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 no, look at the bend in the rod. The little wild bait 1 to 2 kilo or whatever it is, 2 to 4 kilo wild bait rod. I can't let him swim too far because he's dragging this other line around with him. He might have lifted. Maybe I can go way up here and do it. There's my phone, I put that in my pocket. I was just on it, got the bite, because I might be able to go up there somewhere away from this line. Well, now he's gone right down there. In a hell of a mess. Brett Corker, if you're watching, I'm in a hell of a mess. I caught those 2 big ones last week, and this is the second one I've hooked today, and this is fighting harder than any of the others that I've caught. When I was talking to the farmer from the farmhouse over there last week, he come down and said, "G'day, you reckon there's carp in here 3 foot long?" He said, "You'll catch carp 3 foot long in here." I'm starting to think he wasn't exaggerating. I barely moved this fish. He's just casually swimming up there, you know, into all those snags, dragging the other line. This is insane. This is an epic jewel. If I think he's bigger than the biggest one I got last week, if I think he's going to be some kind of a record-breaking fish, I will find a way to measure him against my rod or something. I've got to remember to bring bloody tape measures everywhere I go. Maybe I need a key ring. No, I don't. I've already got a work swipe card on there. It's already big enough. Look at this other line here, would you? Well, that's going to be so tangled. Maybe I should just reel that line in. Reel it in with both rods. Sort out the mess later. I wonder how this would fight a fish this big and fat if the water was a lot warmer, like in say October, November. I apologise if I'm sniffing, but the wind, there's a cold wind. It's actually a very cold afternoon, and I've got the sniffles a little bit. I think that's just gone under that line, actually. I don't actually think that's tangled. I think look, I'm not even tangled, look. Now, if I can keep this away from that other line now, I'm free, I'm not tangled. Geez, there must be a lot of big fat carp in here. This is just one hole, one pool in a creek that's probably 70 or 80 kilometres long. And this is the 4th big monster that I'm taking out, presuming I'm about to land it. It's huge! It doesn't look, oh no, yes he does. I was going to say, it doesn't look as fat, but he does. We've got an E flat down to an E. Righto. Come on, we're going to have a carp with a head flat, surely. Oh, come on. This is the hardest part because I'm sort of high sticking my rod here, which isn't a good thing. He is only just hooked with the tiniest little bit of hook on his bottom lip, you know. He is just nipped in the bottom lip. Oh, there's no way I'm going to land this fish. He'll get off in a second. I'm surprised he hasn't already. If he does, I'm not going to be too upset because just removing this carp isn't really going to make much difference to this creek, I don't think. He's got red sore on him like the other one too. I think there's some kind of dermatitis, fish dermatitis going through here or something maybe. Oh, here we go, time to move in, time to make the move. Oh shit. Remember what I said a minute ago about you shouldn't high stick? Remember I said, hey, this why? Remember I said I'm high sticking this and you shouldn't probably do that with a graphite rod? Well, that's why. I've just broken a wild bait stick by high sticking a graphite rod. Anyway, it's not the first time you've seen me do that on my channel. Oh, now I've broken the line! No! Oh no! I broke the rod, I broke the line, the carp got off. I'm in a hell of a mess. I should be angry, but you know what, I'm really not. I don't get angry about these sort of things. The only thing I am angry about, I haven't got another rod with me. And I don't know how I've done it, but I managed to break it into 3 bits. Now, I just said a minute ago, I was high sticking that. What it means is I was holding it right up high like that, while the fish was right down in front of me. What that does, it bends the top too sharp. I really needed to get in there with the fish, hold this rod back and put more of a bend over the length of the rod rather than just the tip. I knew what I was doing was a big risk. And that's what the outcome was. I've now got a 4-piece rod, a 4-piece wild bait stick. Bugger. I've actually got another one of these at home. I've got 2 wild bait sticks. Well, I've got 1 now. Say fish.
Robbie, mate, I'm sorry, but I was laughing out loud when that rod just exploded. Oh dear, we've all been there, we've all done it. What a cracking carp, and what a shame that it got away. Now, talking about big fish in fresh water, I'm going to take you back a couple of years now to the very first metre-plus Murray cod that I ever caught. I've got to tell you, I spent a big chunk of my life trying to catch a Murray cod over a metre. They've been my nemesis fish. I just have not been able to catch one. And then a few years ago, down on the Murray River, on the border between New South Wales and Victoria, and not too far from the South Australian border, I was filming for the Fishing DVD, which was a wonderful series that ran for many, many years. We put in, I think, 3.5, 4 days without so much as a hit. And then finally, it all came together for me. Joe and I were fishing out of our kayaks, and I was finally able to catch that elusive metre-plus cod. And I was pretty stoked, as you'll see. If you're lucky. As sometimes happens in fishing, a new day brought a significant change in our fortunes. On the very first snag we fished, I immediately struck pay dirt.
Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, I got him coming. I've got him off one. Oh, that's the one.
Back pedal! Sweetie, back pedal!
I cannot believe how strong this fish is.
I'll get on the camera.
Oh, come on, come on. Oh, yes, look at that. Oh, this is the one, hun. This is the one we wanted. But he's definitely round timber. After several more tense seconds, I finally managed to wrestle this powerful Murray cod out of its tangled snag. When it rolled on top and I saw the true size of what I'd hooked, I was totally blown away. At that point, my hands began to shake more than they have while fighting a fish in a long, long time. I really wanted to land this beauty, but the adrenaline now coursing through my veins was making it hard to complete even the simplest of tasks. It took me several nerve-wracking attempts before I finally secured the nylon lip grippers around the cod's thick lower jaw and slipped the lanyard over my wrist. Pulling on a glove to protect my hand, I finally slid the huge fish out of the river and across my lap, supporting its weight at all times. It was immediately obvious that this beautiful cod was over the magic metre mark in length and would have weighed somewhere between 20 and 25 kilos. That is what you put in all the hours, all the days, all the thousands of casts for that moment when something like this
crunches your lure.
Nice work, love. He's just the best. The fish still got the timber, but Steve got the better of him.
Oh, look what he did to the spinnerbait. I'll be able to straighten it up.
Look at you shake.
Oh, I've got the shakes worse than I've had it fishing for a long, long time. You've got no idea how long I've been waiting to catch one of these. A serious big Murray Cod. I have tried so many places, so many times over the years. And finally, here on the Murray River, the homeland of these big fish, down between Mildura and Renmark, using one of Matt Kineen's fantastic gangster spinnerbaits. I don't think it gets any better than that, catching a fish like this. Talk about hand-to-fin combat. 1.3 metre of Murray Cod, and just so fat. Oh, I am shaking so much. I really wanted this fish, and I wanted to go back into the river in good condition too. Oh, I can do it. I just can't lift her. Look at that. I'm going to release her here in a minute and just push her through underneath the kayak and back out onto her log. Okay, girl, you don't know you're free yet. You are going to take off in a second. There she goes. Bye bye. That's as good a feeling as I've had in fishing in a long, long time. I've been fishing since I was 7 years old. Oh, she just thumped the bottom of the kayak as she took off. I can't remember being this excited. Doesn't matter how long I fish, and I've been fishing for over half a century, my hands still shake when I hook a big fish, especially if it's something that I've been hunting for such a long time, like that big Murray Cod. Now, we've been talking about big fish tonight. Let's go to some absolute monsters, and again, they're in fresh water. We're going back to Thailand to a fishing park, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. I think it's Bang Sam Ram. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that right, and I'm sure the boys over there will pick me up if I'm not. This is spectacular fishing. They're chasing giant Mekong catfish. Now, don't write them off because they're catfish. These things go really, really hard, and they also grow super big. Check this out.
This is what we're catching them on. As you can see, small float. Critters took off the top, which is pink. He's made it white. He feels it's easier to see it. Very simple swivel, a little feeder, and a hook. You see, so simple, catches so many fish. Very simple. This is responsible for catching fish up to 400 pounds. So this is sifting the lump to take out any large pieces. So it's got a nice fine powder, and it comes off nicely from the ball when it's in the water. So it's filtering away, and the carp will come and take it, or the Mekong. These extra things that Crit does, that helps him catch the fish. That's the secret to it. So for those of you, David here, his surname is Wilson. He's the brother to the famous, legendary John Wilson of English fishing fame. MBE. Let's add his MBE onto that.
Yeah.
So I had the pleasure of taking John out fishing many times, and had some great fun with him. And also I know Rex and the crew had the pleasure of going to England and fishing with John.
Folks, this is Great Witchingham in Norfolk. Now that's about 3.5 hours easy drive northeast of London. And this is the home place of John Wilson, one of Britain's best loved anglers. Now he's got the right qualifications to join us, folks. Over 20 books written, countless magazine articles, and a television show into its 12th series. This is a nice place to go fishing right here.
Yeah, I've made a feature here, Rex, of putting lilies all the way around the margins.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult now and again, you get the carp stuck in them, but at least they're features and the carp tend to move about. Yeah. And by keeping your rod out, you can always, you know, always land them.
Structures, a bit of cover and feed. Right. It's basic, isn't it? The same thing.
Yeah, that's it.
That one has been past my bait about 3 times. You can see there where it's stirred up in the mud.
Yeah, it's all smoking, isn't it? I love to see that because any...
Oh, yes!
Hang on, let me wind this in.
Oh, it's straight under the lilies.
I'll bring my rod in. Oh, dear. Oh. You'll have to get in after that, I'm afraid.
No.
Well, at last, thank goodness for that.
Worth getting wet feet for.
Well, I haven't got any boots on, but I'll come in and we'll do our best to get this out, because I don't like losing them in the lilies, do you?
He's gone down that channel and the line's stuck here, I don't know.
Is it really? Well, Steve, that's your first English carp, isn't it?
What a lot of work!
Well, this weather hasn't been for us, you know. Let's put him on the unhooking mat there. This is why we've got these around gravel pit fisheries, because if you put a carp down on the gravel, then, you know, it hurts itself.
So he's a fully scaled common?
Yeah, it's a common, probably very similar to the ones that you've got in Aussie, isn't it?
Very similar, yeah.
Let's just use the 4-tips to get your hook out.
He's probably a little fatter for his length than the ones we get in Oz.
Yeah.
But
well, where's the hook?
Yeah, he's similar. There it is, just in the bottom lip there. I guess most of the hookups are like that with the hair rigs, are they?
Yeah, that's the idea. You know, they suck the bait in and the hook's free to get them, really.
What's he, 5 or 6 pound?
Yeah, it's a nice little fish.
There's a fish going off behind us.
Another fish on.
Another nuisance fish.
Yeah, another 50-pound fish. Yeah.
So, yeah, David, I mean, obviously we're all saddened, obviously, what happened to John, and I'm sure, like Rex Hunter, I know they had a great time because we still talk about it, and Bob Grieve, the producer from the shows, and I had the pleasure of being a great friend of Bob's for a long, long time, and we went to his house in Chumphon there and caught a load of fish there and had an absolute great time, and his wife Jo was, you know, fantastic, was a great host. But I think, David, you're trying to keep his legacy going. You've built, you know, built that nice museum for him.
Yeah, Jurassic. Yeah, we've got a nice John Wilson museum. So anybody can go. You don't have to fish there. You know, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to spend any money. You can just go and see the museum.
John had a great life. We were just talking about it, and
well, we fished together for over 60 years.
I mean,
you know, as young boys,
that's brothers.
You know, brothers. We fished everywhere. You know, Africa or India. We went to lots of countries in the world fishing. You know, so we, you know, it's I've lost a brother, but I've lost a friend as well, and a fishing mate. Yeah.
It's trying to empty the spool.
ปิดเบรกเงี้ยเหรอจับไว้นั่นๆโอ้ตัวใหญ่ว่ะแอล
Big one.
เร็วquick อุ้ยตัวใหญ่เว้ย
This is the big one.
ลอยแล้วเอาไปแล้วไปไม่ได้เอาอัดไปอัดไปจอนเอาวิทยุออกอัดไปตั้งคันไว้
He's going to have to jump in the water. He's got to jump in the water. He's got to jump in the water. It's going all the way around the corner. Come on. He's got to jump in the water. Today, jump in the water. Fisherman. David Beckham in the water. I got to turn the camera for this. The fish has gone right round the swim, right round the corner there. Here's the angler, struggling. There's no question about catching fish is always teamwork. There's a Mekong swimming right next to the bungalow here, look. Okay, he's coming out. That's good. Okay.
หนักปะ
มันไม่หนักแล้วอ่ะ
ก็มันย้อน
มันเข้ามาแล้วอ่ะ
ใครเบรกได้นะใครเบรกหน่อย
Putting the brake up, trying to stop this fish escaping.
Ê, buôngอย่าให้กูลงน้ำ
ใหญ่จริงกว่า
โอ้หลอกกูนี่หว่าหลอกลงน้ำ
ไม่ไกด์จะมีตรงไหนเนี่ยไกด์เดียวอ่ะ
สายหลุดเลยไม่ได้หักไปไม่ได้
It's not a big one, it's not a big one. It's not a big one, it's not a big one.
อายเลย
โอ้โหหลอกนี่หว่า
Just a good fighting fish.
ไกด์เดียวอ่ะ
เอาคันดวงมา
It's a Mekong. My guide's losing his touch. Carp, 1,000,000%. %1,000,000. If I never catch another Mekong in my life, I don't need any more Mekong. I don't know how many of these I caught in my life now, so many of them. As I said before, my biggest is 260 pounds. And the crit is over 300 pounds. But it's okay. Nice one. It's a nice fish. Oh, nice fish. Oh yeah, that's a nice one, huh? So here we are, it's a fish around 40, 45 kilos. Mekong giant catfish. Indigenous to Thailand. Mekong River, Mekong Delta. They're swimming up there yearly. They can grow up to 600-700 pounds. I've seen photos of them 700 pounds been caught. They were caught many years ago in the 50s. They milked the eggs and people started to breed them. And of course now they've formed in fisheries with unbelievable amounts of these fish. You can see this great big tail. It's just massive. It's got so much power. It's a big gut. It's all muscle. Look at that. all muscle, big head, fights good, man. No muscles, gone. Well done, guys, thank you. It's been fantastic fishing. Let him go. Okay, so this is a black, short-bodied Mekong. Very unusual. We caught this one because it's only got one eye. Look, it's blind. No eye at all. What an odd fish, huh? But this is very, very beautiful, huh? Very beautiful. Enjoyed what we put together for you. I'd like to thank my great friend here, Guide Carp, his lovely wife Elle, Miss Gucci. If you're coming to Bangkok on holiday, don't hesitate to get in touch with him. His details are going to be below. He will take care of you. You're on holiday in Bangkok, make sure you contact him. You're not going to regret this. It's fun, it's exhausting. Pump iron before you come. I'm on my way back to Phuket now. I'm on Thai Airways. I can't wait to get on there. I'm going home and I'm going to relax. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Rex. Thank you, Fishing Hub, for having us. Let's do another one because I'm going back to Exotic Fishing Thailand for another one. Stay tuned for more.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I would love to go to one of those fishing parks in Thailand. And now that travel's opening up again, we'll all get the chance to do that kind of fishing all over the world. It's wonderful to know that we can get back out there and get back into it. Look, I really hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. You've probably been watching it on one of our YouTube channels, my own Starlo Gets Real YouTube channel, Shroom's Shroom Fishing channel, Robbie Alexander's Robbie Fishing channel, or of course the Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. They're all well worth following. Please take a minute to subscribe to them and also press that little bell icon so that you get notifications when we put new episodes up, because we're putting new stuff up all the time. We all do clips. I've been working on stuff all this week. I'm really looking forward to finishing that Luderick or Blackfish how-to that I've been working on. I'll get stuck back into that now. There's a little bit of rain pattering on the roof here as I'm talking to you. We've had some pretty crook weather the last little while, but I've got a funny feeling it's all just about to turn around and the country's opening up. These are good times, so get back out there, get back into your fishing. And this is Starlo wishing you tight lines until next time we catch up on the Fishing Hub.